Every morning on my run, I pass this little stand. Sells bouquets of flowers and bundles of firewood. Nobody's manning it. It's simply the honor system. Buy a bouquet of flowers, 25 bucks. A bundle of wood, it's $8. Every morning when I run, this thing's full. Every night when I leave for work, it's empty. She makes over $100,000 a year doing this. It doesn't matter what you sell as long as you're selling. Today, guys, a little field trip. My office right there. We're gonna go on a little walk and I'm gonna take you to show you something that I love so much in terms of an entrepreneurial side hustle that is making this woman $100,000 a year without actually having to do much work. She also doesn't have to do much in terms of her labor because it kind of is a set it and forget it scenario. I'm also, after I show you what she's doing, I'm gonna tell you how she could actually take it to $1 million like that. So the other day I was running by and I took some pictures and I posted it over on the White Label Empire because that community is all about entrepreneurship, right? If you can make $1 on the internet, great, but it doesn't have to be on the internet. It's all about entrepreneurship in terms of just doing something that you think is cool and making a buck and then figuring out how to scale it and grow it. Well, I started to really think about Flower Girl and how right now she's probably making about $100,000 a year and her business model is super simple, super set it and forget it. But I was thinking a little bit more about how she could actually grow and scale, because one of the problems with, a brick and mortar business or a business that, requires you and your time is that it's not scalable, right? Like personal training. If you want to be a personal trainer, it's very difficult to scale your time. And so you've got to do things in order to hire people and get people to do it. Well, I figured out a way how Flower Girl could turn this $100,000 side hustle into $1 million or $2 million empire, which I'm going to actually share with you a little bit later just to inspire you. And that's really the premise and the reason why I wanted to show you this. If you guys dig this type of video, why don't you drop me one of these and I'll do more of these, because I'm always thinking about it. I'm always noticing like different entrepreneurial side hustles that inspire me. And so anyway, I was sharing this story on the White Label Empire and people really got into it. They're really excited about it. If you guys want to join the White Label Empire, I'm going to link to it down below real quick. That is my business community. If you are somebody that wants to start a business or a side hustle, whether or not it's online or not online, I would highly recommend joining. We've got two different membership options. We've got a one-time payment of $397 if you want to join and like never pay again, or if you want to do like a month-to-month cancel anytime, it's only like $97. Anyway, the community is amazing, and every week I do a live training. Well, this live training, I was talking all about Flower Girl. I posted pictures earlier in the day because I was running in the morning and I'm like, you know what? I got to share this. It's an incredible story and it's such a simple model. So give you a little idea of where we are, all right, in terms of the location. Up the road, you've got a hospital. Across the street, you've got a park, and then you've got a bunch of cute, small little houses. It's a very walkable community. As you can see, there's not a ton of traffic. I'm walking in the middle of the road, but it's a very cool neighborhood. But these neighborhoods are all over the country. It's not just here in Marietta. These are everywhere. And even if you don't have an area like this, I'm going to tell you how you could actually do this and not live in an area where everybody's walking around. So anyway, we're coming up to the shop now. So I actually ran by this morning and these are all new. So she's obviously sold through her original inventory, but check this out, right? She's got the flowers, she's got bundles of firewood, and then she's got free sunflowers right here. Check it out. She's even got bees. Anyway, this stand is so amazing, all right? $25, you can just come up, you can basically scan the QR code, do a little Venmo, and you grab your flowers and go, all right? Whether or not you want them for yourself or you are bad and you need to get them for your wife, it's a little stand that she has set up on the sidewalk at her house that she is basically using to sell flowers every single day. So here's how the math works out. So Monday through Friday, she only puts out about 10 bouquets. Each bouquet is 25 $25. Every night I go by and they are sold out. So that's $250 a day, Monday through Friday. That equates to $1,250 per week. But on the weekends, because there's more foot traffic, more people in the area, she actually puts out double. So about 20 bouquets on Saturday and Sunday, which equals $500 per day, $1,000 per weekend, which means that's $2,250 per week. So she's making $9,000 a month from just the bouquets of flowers, not considering any of the other things that she actually sells. That's over $100,000 a year. Now, I'm gonna tell you how we can actually take that to $1 million in a second, but I also wanna just show you another entrepreneurship story that I love, all right? This little corner stand isn't much, but it's actually a pizza place that my buddy Micah, what's up, Micah?
What's up, everybody?
My buddy Micah actually opened, and how's it going?
It's been amazing.
All right, so tell everybody a little bit about, like, what do you know about pizza?
I'm learning day by day.
But when you started?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right, so tell everybody kind of like what you do and what you set up.
We set up a pizza place. You know?
The same little like sleepy community. So there's not like a ton of like businesses around, but Micah's wife actually owns a coffee shop right over across the street that used to be in this location.
Yeah, so we grew out of this location with that coffee shop, and we actually had this oven in storage for a decade because we had a couple restaurants up on the square and wanted to transition to make an easier lifestyle. And so we finally got an opportunity to move the bakery and then found a home for the oven, and that's kind of where we are now.
And just
figuring it out.
Just selling pizza though. But you didn't know anything about really making pizza up until you started.
Up until we put the oven in. And that was the first time we started making
It's
dough.
like, let's give it a shot. How's business?
It's been amazing.
Amazing?
Yeah.
You want to talk like how many pizzas you sell in a day?
The most we've sold is like 190.
190?
So far on a Friday.
190?
Yeah.
Out of one oven?
Out of one oven. So we can do some more, but we got some work to do until we get there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Doing good?
Yeah, man.
How long you been open?
Right around 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, they've only been open about 6 or 7 weeks, but everybody loves it and is posting like rave reviews. The pizza's good?
I mean, it's pizza fantastica. You know what I'm saying?
Good job, brother.
All right, appreciate it, man.
All right, man. So anyway, another story of entrepreneurship that I absolutely love. He and his wife basically have been in the restaurant industry and decided to get out of it. They're like, you know what, it's not a great lifestyle. And so they basically opened up something called the Session Stand. It's off of Session Street in this little tiny weird building. They renovated it. It wasn't really like much of anything, but during like COVID and the shutdown, it was booming because it was one of the only places that was open. And so people basically would come here, walk all over this area to get there, and it was amazing. It was a very like small like community spot. And then they opened that. All right, that is the new Session Stand, which once again, another amazing entrepreneurship story. That's his wife. And so he decided, you know what, why not? Like, let's give this a try. I really have always wanted to do pizza. I've got a pizza oven that I've had for literally like 10 years. Fuck it, let's give it a try. And so he's selling like almost 200 pizzas a day. Call it $20 a pizza. That's literally like $4,000 a day. He doesn't deliver, people just come, they show up, they place their order, and they grab it and they go. He doesn't have a dining area, he's got a little outside patio with a few tables, but the dude is doing like $4,000 a day. All right, that's $120,000 a month. That's over $1 million a year from one pizza oven. Like, if this doesn't like inspire you to do something, I don't know what does. Anyway, back to Flower Girl. So the other day when I was talking about it in the White Label Empire, which once again, if you're into this, you need to join us. Hit the link down below and join today. Do not wait because spots are filling up. Once we reach 1,000 members, boom, we're shutting it down. Done. So Flower Girl's doing about 100K per year from this one stand. The other beautiful thing about that, she doesn't have to man it. Now, some of you were like, yo, people steal flowers, whatever. I'm sure some people have stolen flowers, but probably not that much. Anyway, the other cool thing is that what is the cost of that? What does she do? Does she grow the flowers herself? No, probably not. She goes to Costco, I'm assuming, I don't know that for a fact. Go to Costco, you buy a bunch bunch of flowers. It's like $10 a big bushel. You break it up, you make some bouquets, you get some paper, draw on it, boom, you're done, right? The stand, how much did that cost to build? Maybe $300? I'm talking super affordable setup. And her costs in terms of every day, like what her operating costs are very, very minimal. It's buying the flowers and her time putting it together, and then she puts it out, done. And then she basically just collects her money when somebody walks by and blasts the app and pays her, right? That's it. Now, how could you make $1 million out of this? Very simply. Now what you need to do, or she needs to do, or you could do, is go to people in similar areas or neighborhoods. You find another area where there's a lot of foot traffic and you set up another stand. Now you're like, wait, but she doesn't live there. Well, here's a beautiful thing. You could go and ask a friend if you know that person, or you could basically go into business with that person if they would allow you to put a stand up. All right, maybe you pay them $1,000 a month rent to set up the stand. That's $1,000 that somebody's having to basically do nothing for, and you every day just need to go and load it with flowers, and then you're pretty much done until the next day when you need to bring flowers back. You set up 10 of these stands, all of a sudden now, you've got $1 million business, and the cost is, like I said, super minimal, super low. In terms of barrier to entry, it's like super duper low, right? You could set up 20 stores. You could hire a team to go out and source it. You know, you've seen people coming and knocking on doors to try to sell you gutters or roofs. Why not try to go into business with people and have them allow you to set up a stand in their front yard or near their sidewalk? Gentlemen, I'm telling you, Flower Girl is such an inspiration, and I absolutely love what she's doing, but she is not the only one that can do it. Now, I'm not saying it has to be flowers, but think about it. What is something that you could do that is very low cost, very low risk? Anyway, Flower Girl inspires me. Micah inspires me. The session stand inspires me. My area inspires me. It's just inspiring. I love entrepreneurship. I love seeing people that are creative doing things that they love, right? And all this was literally within a 2-minute walk from my office. My office is right here. And so, like I said in that other video, where you live and where you work, your environment matters greatly, in my opinion. It's one of those things that a lot of entrepreneurship, videos and people aren't talking about. But in my opinion, being inspired and being around people that are like you or are doing super cool, badass, amazing things is going to pay off. If you're in an environment that sucks, or people that suck, that are closed-minded, it is definitely not going to facilitate you being creative and doing something amazing. And that's why I love my office so much, because it's a cool environment in a cool place in a town that I love. Guys, if you dug this video, drop me one of these. And if you're interested in getting more business tips or advice, join the White Label Empire. Link below.